The use of social media among students has reached high levels and affected their studies. These result to affect the time management of the students. They tend to lose their focus from studying because they spend much time of browsing in the internet rather than studying. In that case, the research has shown that the particular reason of child's mental disorders such as anxiety, stress, and depression is the addiction towards social networking. Students are starting to be unproductive and they usually do their schoolworks right before the due date, or what we call cramming, which also leads to mental breakdowns and panic attacks, making it a lot harder to take in information. However, social network can be in big help to both students and teacher during this time of pandemic, especially to students wherein it allows them to connect with like-minded peers, breaking limitations of distance and time. It also helps boost creative skills in students by permitting them to learn and later execute the same by doing themselves. In addition to that, social media helps the students with their studies since it was considered as learning platform, such as watching educational videos on YouTube, access to ebooks, online notes, and learning via video calling, especially during my quarantine. In my case, social media have both negative and positive impact on my study routine. Being a working student can be that hard for me to do my schoolworks because of my very hectic schedule. That is why I'm way too dependent on social media when I have difficulties with my studies, since social media is carrying data and information through various online platforms. It helps me gather more information to find solutions for my assignments and other schoolworks. Yet, in line with that, despite the positive aspects of social media on education, it also has quite a few negative impacts too. Whenever I'm starting to do my assignments, social media always hinders me to focus on my works. I always get distracted, especially when it comes to browsing in Facebook, chatting with my friends, and also watching videos on TikToks. And that is when my anxiety starts to kick in. I had an healthy sleeping routine because of my unfinished works. I always space out during a work thinking about my projects and assignments. I'm starting to have panic attacks because of the due dates. Indeed, I realize that no matter how social media helps me with my studies, I also causes distractions, which leads to wastage of time without learning anything from it. With that, social media also reduces learning and research capability, wherein it causes educational systems instability, wherein students' performance were cheated. Their works depends more on the platforms to gain information and knowledge rather than looking out for the same in books, journals, or notes. Based on the past studies, students who spend most of their on social media sites are more likely to demonstrate poor academic performance. The reason of that particular matter is that because they tend to spend most of their time chatting and making friends online in social media rather than reading the books. Social media did not just affect the educational system but also the life of us as a student. It is our duty to maintain the stability of using social media platforms in our studies. In order to do that, we also stand on our own principles as a student and as a learner.